All the raids you see here were recorded on a 2 times server. I got some raids in on a Rust server, and well, sad part is that the audio didn't save, so I had to voice over some parts where I talked about, what happened and what we got. So, just a heads up, and well, enjoy the video. Right here I was saying we're gonna get countered, so we gotta be, careful and do this quickly. And my friend goes, nah, nobody would want to counter Satchel Raid. And I was like, yeah, many people would. And he's like, well, we're gonna be fine, nobody's gonna want to counter us. And I said, oh, okay. So I ended up thinking no one's gonna counter us. And well, no one did come and counter us, so he was right. And I'm glad that he was right. I didn't want to lose this raid because we just spent all our sulfur making satchels. Right here I was thinking about placing another satchel, but then my friend thought it would be a good idea to throw a bean can because we had one. And he forgot to stick it to the wall, so it ended up blowing him up, so I had to finish the raid while he was coming back. It kinda sucked, but nobody was there to counter, so we ended up getting lucky. We were only raiding to hopefully get rid of them as neighbors. We weren't raiding them because of, like, if they had any loot. So when I opened the chest and saw the AK, I immediately freaked out because it was an AK. And I was like, oh shoot, an AK? Sweet. That's awesome. So we ended up finishing up the raid and heading back, and that was it. This next raid, if you couldn't tell already, was a flame raid, and we were raiding to partially see what they had because they were right next to the lighthouse, and you know that you could get some scrap from the lighthouse. So we wanted to see what they had, and we also wanted to see, like, if we could get rid of them because there were so many neighbors nearby. We just wanted to get rid of all of them. So we just decided it would be better to get rid of all of our neighbors. And my friend agreed with me on that. So we went out and raided almost every night. We'd go out and raid and get rid of our neighbors. So that's what we ended up doing, and it worked out because we got some loot and we got some more space to build if we wanted to. Looking through their boxes in TC showed me that we did not make a profit at all, but we only used fuel, so we could easily get it back because we had quite a bit of crude oil back, and we had our refinery set up and it was cooking some. So we wanted to do another raid, so we looked around and we remembered that we saw a small wooden base, so I decided to run back to the house to get more fuel. When I saw how big the fire was getting, I was afraid somebody was going to see it and try to counter us, because I'm always afraid about getting countered. So I just decided it would be much better if I ran back quickly to get the fuel, instead of me just sitting here and waiting. But my friend told me to sit and wait just in case, wait until he ran out of fuel, just in case if somebody came along and I had to fight. And then I saw that torch over on the other side of the beach, and I was like, oh yeah, that's just a naked. So I wasn't that afraid, but there still was a chance somebody could have countered us, so that was scary. But it ended up being okay. But the fire took a long time to burn out. And this is like the rest. We didn't really get that much from this base, so, you know, we were just getting rid of them, checking what they had. So we ended up, taking all their stuff and burning TC, and then we went back to base, and then that's really it. So, see you later. Be sure to like and subscribe, and goodbye.